Hey guys, it's Nick with Program Practical, coming to you for the third time today with a new video. This one is not going to be about the web font select like the other ones were. In fact, I'm kicking off a new series. So right now I am actually doing a mentorship for building advanced Rails apps to just try and learn Rails a little bit better, do my job more efficiently, and work on just general improvement at my job. So it's so far been a pretty fun class, and I thought, since all this is going to be open source anyways, why not share the journey along with it? It's actually something I've been wanting to do with trying to earn my backend developer certification from Free Code Camp. I was going to show the whole project creation because all mine so far videos have primarily just been showing you how to code or like solving some coding problem, but they don't show you the actual process of project development, which is a very important skill to learn during your career. A lot of interviews I go into, they all ask, well, what's your experience with Agile? And, are you familiar with it? What is your development process now? It's not just how do you code or how well do you code, but actually what is your process of coding and how do you design something like that? And that's what this class is about. It's not just about building a Rails app, but the actual process of building a Rails app, intended essentially where Michael Harding's Rails tutorial ends, where you've been given a really good deep overview and spoon-fed the entire thing, and now you jump into here's some user stories, this is what you need to do for your assignment, you figure it out. So I figured it was a good place to start, and I wanted to do just kind of introduction video. I've already started a bit. I'm actually in like my fourth assignment or something like that right now. But so I thought I'd do a little introduction video kind of explaining what this web series will be about. You'll see a lot of videos coming out over the next few months with a splash similar to this one, and those will all be associated with the Build Advanced Ruby app, or Rails app, not Ruby app. So I figured I'd go ahead and catch you guys up with where I am, and on future projects when I'm working on my backend developer certification from Free Code Camp, I'll actually start doing these videos early in that process to actually get everything, not just where I am now, which is in the design phase. So I'll send you over to my screen. Nope, that's not the one. There we go. So I use Trello at work, and that's what I'm using for this project too. Bring this in. All right. So when we first started, it was coming up with an agile process and learning what that was, and some stuff I'm already familiar with having a job in this. But learning how to create user stories, because it's kind of the whole gist of agile plus the shipping every week. So I had used Trello because I love the board design, stuff like that. I have all these extra boards now working on finished bugs that I can easily add things to, make notes. Ties into Slack really well. Overall, just a great piece of software. So I've made quite a bit of user stories, just like as a guest. I want to be able to sign up and become a member. As a member, I want to have a profile that can store my preferences, the project name, comfort crib, and just, what our overall goal is. So the project itself is supposed to be essentially an Airbnb clone. Through this, we're going to make about 6 different apps, stuff like that, that all work together to make one big project. And these are just kind of like the base stories to get a minimal value product up. So I got done with that. The next thing I jumped into was doing some UML, doing some UML documents for the data models, which we have here. So not sure what just happened. Weird. I'm not sure if you guys heard that or not. Well, everything looks okay, so we'll continue. Anyways, so we did some of the basic data modeling, just what would the models look like, what are they going to interact. Essentially, we went through so how these models all came, where, you know, what are the action items here, like a host, guest, member, book rentals, pay for them, get notifications about these things. So it was, you know, how do we come up with that? And you just start off one by one and kind of go through how they're linked together and what we'll need. And of course, starting off, you don't know everything for sure, and that's why we do this in a digital format, or even on a pen or pad with a piece of paper and pencil, not pen, because you're going to be making a lot of changes. So once we got done with that, it was time to move on to the mock-up phase, where we're doing rough sketches, and this was supposed to be of the home page, which I'm still very much working on. Just, you know, some of the ideas I'm playing with. I'm thinking about trying to go a little above and beyond and get some stock video footage, and then edit that together to try and make like about us ad for the website, a search bar below, so you can search for like locations and stuff like that. And I was thinking kind of going like with the Airbnb site, or GitHub, or not GitHub, Groupon, or any of those kind of like destination sites where you can get stuff where it's like, you know, here are popular sites or destinations, you know, Austin or St. Louis or whatever, I don't know. And we got a header up here, which I don't have anything really in there. I just have the default when you drag a header in here. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm landing on right now. I'm gonna move that down. And yeah, so the tools we're using so far for this, if you're interested in what I use in my toolbox, you know, I'm scrolling down, but I don't think you guys can. No, you guys can see all that. Cool. So I use Trello for kind of agile management, story management, stuff like that. A good way to track projects. If I ever start any project, it always goes into here. We're using draw.io, which is a great free tool with a bunch of specific UML stuff. I know I'm not using UML to the full extent, like, you know, the whole required and provided interfaces, stuff like that. Just very basic data modeling right now. This tool right now, I'm actually on a trial. I'm gonna mess the name up though, so I'm not gonna try and say it. But it's this up here. You know, I recommend you guys checking them out. It's a good tool. I really do like it. It's just pricey for me, for something that it's only used in the mock-up stage. I mean, these are all it's designed specifically for sketches, but, you know, I have Sketch on here and Photoshop and stuff I can use for the whole range, not just the sketches. But I really do love this tool. I've just been struggling with, is it worth the $80 or $90, I believe? $90 it cost for this tool for something I can only use in this stage. So we'll see. I still got 17 days left in the trial. But yeah, so this is where I am now. I'm still doing a lot of brainstorming with the sketch itself, and I'll probably end up doing another live streaming session when I go do more, whether I actually live stream the creation of the rest of this or its other pages. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyways, I won't keep this going. We're about 10 minutes into the video. It's a good introduction video, but yeah. So that is kind of where I am right now with building the advanced Rails apps. Again, I'm gonna try and do my best to videotape most of the creation of this project. A lot of times I'll be traveling around. I'll literally be working out of the passenger seat in the car on a drive up to Indy or something like that. So I'm not always in a situation where I can stream what I'm doing. But if not, I'll do catch-up videos, and so I'll leave it at that. But guys, thanks for checking out the video, and I will see you soon with another video on the further going of these mock-up designs. I think if I remember correctly, after this base sketch mock-up design, we'll be doing a mid-level design of the interface. So yeah, but guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Once again, I am Nick with ProgramPractical.com.